Epic, 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 epic. Wow, what did I just watch? Blew my mind, but let's get into it, guys. Oh my gosh, let's go. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. This is going to be my review on it, guys. Before we get into it, if you like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell notification just so you get notified when I drop new content on my channel. Otherwise, you'll miss out and you don't want it. You don't want it. So just hit the subscribe, hit the bells. Let's get into it. My gosh, guys. I just finished watching Justice League Dark Apocalypse War, the climax of the story arc that DC has been going over the last couple of years, which started in Flashpoint Paradox. Started there. You had Justice League War, which was a fantastic movie. You had Justice League Dark. You had Justice League Apocalypse War. Now I'm going to get this out the way straight away. I'm a humongous Marvel fan. Through and through, Marvel rules the world to me. But the one thing that DC is king of is their animated features. They smash everyone. Marvel can't even come close to them with their animated features. DC just rules the roost when it comes to this. Now I'm going to do a non-spoiler review. Then I'm going to have a little bit of a spoiler section at the end. So I'll let you know when the spoilers come in. But at the moment, there's going to be no spoilers. We're going to get into it. If you guys have not seen this movie, watch it. You need to watch it. And if you haven't watched the other ones, you need to watch those ones as well. Because the Apocalypse War, like I said, is the climax of this whole story arc. And how do I describe it? Epic. It is an epic finale to this story arc. Just epic. It's, oh my gosh, I sat there for an hour and a half watching this movie. It was just mind-blowing about what was going on, what was happening. It's like, what the hell? On the edge of my seat, just right to the end, just like, I cannot believe it. This movie, to me, what they need to do, guys, this is what they need to do. What Warner Brothers needs to do is they need to grab the animated team. They need to grab those and say, come over here, guys. We're going to let you run the DCEU. And the DCEU will be marvelous. It would be. Because what the animated story arc has done is like what comic books do, what the MCU have done. They've spent years filling out characters, filling out teams in different movies to set up to a certain point. And that's where the DCEU went wrong. But they did it 100% right in the animated features. They just did. You know, Justice League War, fantastic movie. It's like that's when Batman meets Lantern and Superman and Wonder Woman and stuff, and then you know, and not to mention where it first kind of started with the Flashpoint Paradox, where you got to meet, you know, the Dark Batman and all you and that one, and then end up where we are now, because in War you got introduced to Darkseid. And then you get the correlation of this and here. So that's what they've done with this. It's like the animated DC version of Endgame. For Marvel, you know, it's Marvel. It's like that. It's like that. And that's coming from a hardcore, hearty Marvel fan. If you guys have not seen it, you need to see it. If you don't like DC, if you know, but you love Marvel, or you like Image or you don't like DC, as a comic hero fan, you need to watch these movies. You need to watch this, because oh my gosh, if I could rate this out of 1 of 5, it'll be an easy 5. If I could rate it out of 1 of 10, it'll be an easy 10. If I could rate it out of 1 of 100, it'd be an easy 100. It is just fantastic. It is an epic finale to the series, and I recommend that you do it. Now, I will say that it is not a kids movie. It is violent. It is a lot of blood and gore in there. So it definitely is not for little kids. This movie, yeah. So I wouldn't recommend it for little kids. For teens, and adults, you know. Good. It's right up my alley because that's what I like, you know, that kind of stuff. But yeah, just be warned that it's not for for young children to watch. I wouldn't recommend it. But to everyone else, you need to go watch it. You need to go get into it. You need to watch the whole story arc so you understand what's going on, and where it ends up. But all the characters were fantastic. You know, you had the Justice League, you had the Teen Titans in there, you even had the Suicide Squad in there, doing their thing, and you had Lex Luthor in there, you Darkseid, and his minions and all that, and but I'll get a bit more into that into the when I hit the spoiler part of this video. But highly recommend this movie, guys. Definitely a must see for any comic fan or any superhero fan. You need to go watch it. You need to go watch the whole series that DC puts out. Like I said in other videos, in previous videos, DC cracks it when it comes to animation, features, animated cartoons. They just crack it. They just know what they're doing. So they need to get that team over here to run the DCEU. That's what they need, because they're doing it right over there. You know, they're doing it right over there. But you come over here and do the DCEU right, and then we'll be all happy. We'll get a decent Justice League movie, I suppose. But I don't mind that the live-action Justice League movie. But a lot of people out there didn't like it. But you know, if you did it over there, because they know what they're doing over there. They know what they're doing at the animation. So bring them over here to do the live-action and crack it there. But you know, that's just me. But anyway, yeah, guys, go watch it. Go watch this movie. Highly recommend it. But we'll skip into the spoiler section right now. Alright guys, we're into the spoiler section of it. So if you don't want to hear the outcome or any of the nice tidbits about this movie, click off now and go watch it. Alright, and then click back on it and watch the rest of this, and then you'll understand what I'm going on about. So, this movie comes off the all the other ones. So we start off and we've got with Darkseid and Superman calling. Oh, it actually starts off with Constantine and Zatanna, and then they get called into the war room where Superman, Batman, Flash, and the rest of the Justice League are there, where Superman's hatching a plan to go see Darkseid and let's go deal to him. So in the short story of that one, they go to Darkseid and doesn't go well for them, does it? Doesn't go well for them at all. Now, and then they leave it there, and then it skips 2 years into the future, and you get to see Constantine in a pub, you know, getting wasted, and then in walks Raven and Superman. Now through the whole movie, through the whole movie you got they split up what happened in their previous two, because the Earth is decimated. The Earth is just, Darkseid has just come in here and just laid the thunder down. So you're in a post-apocalyptic war, hence why it's called Apocalypse War, of Earth. Now and then, so he gets Constantine gets found out by Superman Raven, and you find out that Superman, that the green S on his chest, and the green eyes, and he's like, what the hell's going on here? And which is the first shocker, and you find out that Superman hasn't got his powers, which, green S, green eyes means some kind of kryptonite, So they go to ask Constantine's help to try and sort things out, or find certain people, and and it goes through the things of what happened, because apparently, Constantine in the original battle 2 years prior ran away when he saw Zatanna get eaten by the minions of Darkseid, which were like half his, splice half minion, splice Doomsday Superman. So they were super nasty, and so they, in a nutshell, ripped Zatanna apart. Which is a shock. So Constantine ran away, and so they go to Constantine to ask him to try and find Damien, Batman's son, because Batman has been taken over by Darkseid and has become his minion, or his right-hand man. And just, my gosh, man. And so, and then you get to see the thing that shocked me is when they did the flashbacks to the battle and what actually happened. And my gosh, the Justice League just gets absolutely decimated. And I mean decimated. I mean, Shazam gets his leg ripped off, like his legs being ripped off. Shazam, legs ripped off. And the other heroes, you got they all lose. Hal Jordan's there trying to fight him, and he just gets destroyed, like in front of your eyes, just gets destroyed. All the Justice League members just got destroyed. And when I'm watching, I'm sitting there watching, I'm like, I can't believe what my eyes are seeing. They just got killed. The Teen Titans went in there with them, got killed. But you find out later on that they left a few of them alive, and half of them have been, spliced with Darkseid has taken them over, so they kind of look like cybernetic versions of themselves. So, which John, Martian Manhunter, Wonder Woman, Starfire, Hawkman, they all get taken over and then Cyborg gets his arms ripped off. He's gone, and he ends up integrated into Apocalypto, running the planet as a generator thing. Then you got Flash that he takes in and puts on the treadmill to run the generator, and they just decimated, mate. The whole like DC heroes of heroes are just like don't even last 10 minutes kind of thing. Think like, they'll be able to hold the ground. They just get smoked, absolutely smoked, man. And I just couldn't believe my eyes. And so it goes like that, and then they inject, or Darkseid injects liquid kryptonite into Superman, hence why he's got the green S, the green eyes, and it takes his power, because he was one of the only ones that Darkseid considered a major threat. Well, I suppose because he is. But then on the flip side of that, it's like I said, it's Superman and Raven. Now Raven, as everyone knows, has got Trigon right there, eh? So because her she's become quite weak just because of what's happening to her. Trigon's trying to escape, as he always has been, but he's trying to get out, and he's slowly winning. So when they do that, and I know Darkseid's taken over, I automatically thought it. Trigon's going to come out. And when Trigon came out, my gosh, man, awesome! I'm telling you, awesome. Because it ends up, in the nutshell, it ends up that Superman, they release Trigon, but Constantine tries to create a spell, create a deal with him to let him take over him, but Trigon has another idea and goes into Superman. And in going into Superman, he ends up fighting Darkseid and like laying the smack on Darkseid, and then but then you've got on well, we'll get back to this part, but you know, and he lays into Darkseid, but then he goes and something happens on Earth. We'll get it to in a minute, but something happens on Earth. So in Clark ends up coming out of the trance of Trigon, and when Trigon leaves, Clark's back to being Superman, no kryptonite and that, so he's back to being Superman. So he starts wailing on Darkseid as Superman. And then so the Justice League are going around, and Damian Wayne's there. He's been brought over there with to try and get through to his father, Batman, who's the right hand man of Darkseid. Doesn't really work out until when they're fighting. He goes to kill Damian, and he automatically goes to when he was a kid, when the robber was pointing the gun at him when his parents died, and it clicked him out of it. But this is not before Damian gets decimated by the Omega Beam. So Batman's holding him, and Damian dies, snaps Batman out of it. But in doing so, Constantine ended up dying or getting stabbed, and they realise they have to bring Constantine back. So Constantine's in the spirit world, and then Zatanna comes out and pretty much says, it's not your time to come back, blah blah blah, you need to go back. So he ends up going back, and they're trying to figure out a plan, because Darkseid's fighting Superman over there while they're all standing there trying to figure it out. Push comes to shove, there's Trigon in a spell bubble, and they decide that Raven and Constantine decide, I don't know what, we'll just release Trigon 100, put him up here. So they release Trigon, and Trigon just automatically straight to Darkseid. Epic battle, mate. Just, my gosh, two gods going at it. And it ends up that Trigon thanks his daughter for the gift of giving him Darkseid to fight, and they just go at it. And Darkseid is definitely losing that. He was losing that battle. He definitely was. But yeah, so you get back when Superman had Trigon in him, and the thing that snapped him out is that back on Earth, Lois Lane had recruited the Suicide Squad to help them, because Lex Luthor had the only boom tube portal to Apocalypto, but they didn't really know that Lex Luthor was the inside man feeding information to Lois Lane about what was going on. So Lois Lane ended up recruiting the Justice League, the Suicide Squad. And I don't mean just the Suicide Squad, I mean all of the Suicide Squad. You know, you got Bane, you got King Shark, you got Captain Boomerang, you've got Harley Quinn, and you know, they're all there. They're all there. And so they end up recruiting them. And so it was to destroy what were they, like the Earth Killers. Like in Man of Steel, how I was penetrating the Earth to take the magma, to feed off the planet, blah blah blah. Same kind of concept, and they went there to try and stop that, to draw the parademons away from Apocalypto, because Darkseid had gone to Oa and laid waste to the Lantern Corps. And he did lay waste to the Guardians, the Lantern Corps, blew up the Lantern, And yeah, but back on Earth, Lois Lane, Storm's next tower, and them and her and the Suicide Squad ended up fighting all the parademons / Doomsday, and they're getting their asses handed to them. Bane gets killed. You know, he goes in there, but he ends up getting killed. A few of them just Black Manta just got ripped in half, just like literally picked up, gone, just like that. But they're fighting them off, and yeah, it was just mind-blowing what was going on, what was the devastation. The only bad thing I had to say was King Shark. Now, I don't mind King Shark, but he reminded me, he was kind of like ripping off Groot, because he was saying, I am a King Shark, I'm Shark, I'm King Shark, which is like, you know, I am Groot, and that's all he would say, but not until the end, which was quite funny when he said to Captain Boomerang, when he talked to Captain Boomerang told him, yeah, you're kidding me. But yeah, a lot of violence, man, a lot of blood, a lot of war, loved it, swearing, blasphemies and stuff, and profanities and that, and but yeah, and then it ended up at the end that Constantine said to Barry, look mate, you know what you have to do. He's like, I don't really want to do, guess what, that's, you know, look at what we've got, you know. The Justice League is decimated. The Earth is missing 30 to 40% of its molten core, which, you know, is putting it on a downhill trip to extinction. So he convinces Barry, look, you have to go and do it again, meaning he has to go and do Flashpoint again to reset it again. So at the end of the movie, Barry zooms across the ocean, which leaves, you know, all the heroes, what's left of them, sitting at Teen Titans Tower, and watching him do Flashpoint. But yeah, that's the end of my spoiler review. So yeah, man, epic story, bros, epic story. You know, so yeah, fantastic movie. Need to go watch it, like I said. And but once again, guys, thank you for watching my video. If you like it, once again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, because if you don't hit the notification bell, you will not get notified when I drop new content on my channel, and you will miss out, and we don't want you to miss out. So hit the button. But anyway, thanks once again, guys, and we'll see you on the next video. Wizard.